witches, it's Jess and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and welcome back to our second part of our tricks and treats segment. So this time we are doing something a little bit more complicated from scratch rather than just a bag mix. We are making gingerbread Halloween cookies. And I'm really excited to do these. So what really inspired me to do this was, if you've ever heard of the website Killstar, they do some amazing stuff, a lot of gothic-y clothing. I love their home range, and this is where I found my inspiration. These cookie cutters from Killstar. I don't know if you'll be able to see the imprints. So we've got a spell book, we have a crystal ball saying eat me, and we just have some nice crystals sticking out. But yes, I was really inspired to do these cookies. I do make gingerbread during Christmas, but I fancy doing a Halloween version, and ginger is quite quintessentially Halloween as well, so I thought why not. So let's go to ingredients, Jess, just to tell us what we're going to need. Okay, so for this one you're going to need 350 grams of plain flour, and you're going to need a little bit extra for when you're rolling it out. You're going to need 2 teaspoons of ginger, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. I've also added a little bit of mixed spice in there. It's not in the recipe, but just something a little bit extra. You're going to need 125 grams or 4.5 ounces of butter. I've gone for salted. It didn't really specify either, but if you want to go non-salted. You're going to need 175 grams or 6 ounces of light soft brown sugar. You're going to need 1 egg and 4 tablespoons of golden syrup. So not the healthiest, but let's give it a go. Also, just before we get started, the cookie cam is back, although you are the gingerbread men / Halloween cookie camera. But yeah, just to see what I'm doing in a bit more detail, and this one you'll be able to see a little bit more of. So I got my recipe from BBC Good Food. I'll link it down below. I actually did do this in another video. Well, I created another video with this and it went horribly wrong. So we're going to try it again with a different recipe. Hopefully it will turn out this time. Right this time. So looking at the method, so we need to sift together the flour, bicarbonate of soda, ginger, cinnamon into a bowl or a food processor. I don't have a food processor. I've just got, bowl. So let's get all the dry ingredients. We've got a poppy here. Don't know if you can see her down there on my little stool. She scared me. I didn't know she was there. Okay, so got our sifter. We're going to pop the flour in. In goes the plain flour. Just gonna sift it all in. Right, flour. Then we need our bicarbonate soda, ginger, cinnamon. So I have added some mixed spice as well, just a bit of an added extra, because I like adding a bit of something to my recipes. I never usually stick to them. It's all going in the sifter. Just going to sift it all through. So all the dry ingredients, bar the sugar, is in there. So you can see it's a nice little powdery fine mixture. So we've got our dry ingredients, bar the sugar mixture. Next we need to add the butter and blend or mix until it looks like breadcrumbs. So I don't have a food processor, so I'm just going to get in with my spatula and just do it till we get some breadcrumbs, and then we need to stir in the sugar. So, got our butter. Just going to pop that in there. It might take me a little bit longer to do because it's a block of butter. Probably should have had it out a bit longer so it melted. I really do wish I had a food processor right now. I'm just gonna have to quick show you. Sorry, cookie cam. But I have a cat. I have a guest. My little puppy. Oh, she's gorgeous. So just decided to get in with my hands. Obviously a food processor would do the same kind of thing, but it's just easier than trying to mix it together with a spatula. So just get in there with your fingers, just rub the butter into the flour and the spices, and we should have some breadcrumbs shortly. So that probably would have taken a bit less time if I had a food processor, but it's kind of nice to get your hands in and make it yourself. So we've got our breadcrumbs, and next we need to sift in, no we don't, next we need to just stir in the sugar. We've got our sugar in our nice witchy mug. Just going to pop that in. And we are going to stir. I must say, this is completely different to how I did it the first time. Last time, I found a recipe for gingerbread biscuits rather than for gingerbread men, because they are two quite different things using pretty much the same ingredients. This is definitely a different method. Last time, I had quite sticky dough, and yeah, they didn't turn out very good. If you want to see my failure at gingerbread biscuits, let me know and I'll post it. I've got it. I just thought I'd do it again so you can see how to do it right and maybe do it yourself. Okay, lightly beat the egg and golden syrup together. Okay, so we're going to pop this to one side and we're going to get another bowl for our egg and syrup. So we have our egg in a cute little cauldron egg cup, which I got off Amazon and I love, and it's got a little broom spoon, which is also made out of, I guess, porcelain, the same kind of material as the cauldron. I haven't dared use it to actually eat as a, I haven't dared actually use it to eat my eggs with yet, but I just thought it was quite cute the way it looked. And we have our golden syrup. Now, a tip I've learnt and have kept in my brain since high school cooking, or food tech, or whatever you call it, is if you've got syrup, it's best to have a warm spoon because it will drip off the spoon easier rather than just having to wait for it to all come off. So I'm just going to heat this up slightly with some warm water. So, warm spoon. Look at syrup. That's just like instant death for me. So, I'm going to need 4 tablespoons of this. So this isn't healthy, but just a nice little Halloween treat. 1, 2, 3, that's so good. It's so bad. And just about 4, because I think I put more than 4 tablespoons in here. So we've got our 4 tablespoons of golden syrup. I'm just going to add our 1 large egg to it. And it says lightly beat the egg and golden syrup together. So, I know I shouldn't want to eat it because it's got raw egg in it, but I really want to eat it, but I'm not gonna. Okay, so I think that's as mixed together as I'm going to get it, and then we want to add to the bowl and pulse until the mixture clumps together. So we're just going to pop it in the bowl and we're going to mix by hand until it clumps together to make a little bit of a dough. This is just such a weird segment, so I'm trying to, trying to be entertaining, but I do want people to like watch this and think, oh yeah, I can do this. You know, like have a bit of an actual educational experience than me just, like, you know, messing around. So I don't really know how to do it, so it's like, I'm taking you through the recipe, but I also want to be entertaining and funny so you don't get too bored. I guess that maybe comes out in the editing process. I'm still learning, but yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. Obviously last time with the cookie mix I just talked, as I always do, and as I'm doing now, but it was just one of those today, like I want to take this more seriously because I want people to actually learn something from this video, but I don't want it to be boring. One of those things I'm picking up and learning, but I am really enjoying YouTube and making these videos. Even though I complain and moan, Tom will tell you, but I enjoy doing it. And as stressful as it may be, trying to get everything out there and redoing things, it's nice to have the energy for it. The energy for something you're passionate about. Dough out, knead briefly until smooth. Wrap cling film and leave to chill in the fridge for 15 minutes. Okay. I can have a little break in between, that's always nice. So, I don't know if do they want flour down now? I haven't said so. So it hasn't said that it wants flour down for this part. I'm just going to stick some baking paper down because I don't want it to stick on this board. A lot of things do tend to stick and I don't want that. But it's not as sticky as my previous mixture again. If you want to see that, let me know and I'll post it. Just going to scrape you out of the bowl. I don't think I've done a great job of mixing. There's still a lot of sugary bits left. Hang on. This smells amazing though. I think it's the golden syrup. So good. Hands are clean, by the way. So I'm just going to knead. Oh, it's sticky. Gotta put the paper down now. I might just add a little bit more flour just to make it a little less sticky. Just a sprinkling. Oh yeah. It's so sticky I can't knead it.
Can you come again?
I don't understand. I followed the recipe. Maybe use spatula instead.
Yeah.
Somebody please tell me what I'm doing wrong. So, I just had Tom in to help me because I was having a bit of a mental breakdown. So I was trying to knead it to get it smooth, to put it in the cling film, to put it in the fridge. So I put it out of the bowl onto some baking paper, thank God, otherwise I would have lost most of my mixture. But it's just gone so sticky, like you can't pick it up to knead it, to smooth it. It's looking a bit smoother. I had to get in with a spatula because it was just sticking to my hands, it was sticking to Tom's hands, and it was just a nightmare. So please, someone out there, tell me what I'm doing wrong, because I've followed this recipe to the letter and it's just, I don't understand. But we've got it into some remnants of a dough. I just keep adding little bits of flour to it just to get it maybe to be a bit less sticky. I think it might be all the syrup. I mean, 4 tablespoons of syrup, of course you're going to get a sticky mixture. But this happened to me in the other one. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know. But hopefully we'll get it to a point where I can at least roll it into some cling film and put it in the fridge and I can just sit down for 5 minutes. Okay, we have a bowl of dough. That went off the paper pretty smoothly. Again, I'm so glad I put it on baking proof paper because I don't think I would have got even half this off the wooden board. So I am going to pop this in the freezer for maybe about 10 minutes. It says fridge for 15, but I just want to make sure this is extra firm and that I can actually work with it to be able to cut out my little shapes. But yeah, 10 minutes probably in the freezer, and I'll see you in a minute. Just got a stool to sit down on. Just thought I'd have a bit of a drink, but I don't know which cup to use. I've got I don't know which cup to use. I've got trick or treat yourself or resting witch face. I think I might go for the resting witch face. So it's been about 15 minutes I think, and it feels pretty firm. So we're just going to try and roll this out. Hopefully. Ooh. I'm going to flour the top. I think I'm going to flour the rolling pin as well. have just cut the mixture in half because all of it together was just a little bit too much. So I think I'm just going to work with this for now. Pop this back in the fridge so it doesn't go all melty. So just working with this for now. Roll the dough out to a 0.5 centimetre or 4-inch thickness. I think that might be okay. But it'll be fine. We're never that precise, are we? So I'm just going to try. These aren't actually cutters, it's more like an imprint, so I'm just going to press it in. But also got to cut around it. Yeah, but also going to cut around it because I learnt from the last time that just imprinting it might not work. And that might have been the recipe, but there was no imprint on the cookies I made before, so hopefully this will do the trick. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, so that did not work. It just kind of stuck to the inside of the imprint, so plan B. So I'm just going to try not pushing it in as far and then cutting around it. What I've had to do is put the imprint onto the dough, cut around the shape, and then press the indent down, and that seems to have worked better. Hopefully it will keep its shape and won't explode like the last one. It's quite a bit later because that literally took probably about 45 minutes to an hour just to cut everything out. The dough was a bit hard to work with, it kept sticking. I don't know what I've done, I don't know why it's doing this, but we got there in the end. So we've got one full tray of the cookies from the Killstar cookie cutters, and this one is kind of where I started to give up. I have some like simple cookie cutters from last year, just like a pumpkin, a ghost and a cat. The ghost and the cat weren't working, so the pumpkin was the easiest one to do, and I have a couple of really dodgy ones from the Killstar ones. Anyway, so we are going to put these in the oven now so we're going to put these in the oven now for 12 to 15 minutes or until they're lightly golden brown. I don't know how they're going to turn out. Some are thicker than others, some are a bit, I don't know, but we're going to see. At least I'm hoping they don't turn out as the first batch did. I'm hoping, but we'll see. Oh God, I give up. I give up. I've done this twice. I've tried 2 different recipes. I've tried all sorts of methods. I mean, they have come out slightly better than the first lot did. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Hang on. This is what we've got. I mean, it's better than the last batch because the last batch just blew up and stuck together. So these actually have a shape, but the indentations, I mean, they're a little bit there, but you can't tell. And these ones that I just gave up on, I guess you can tell they are pumpkins. But yeah. Okay, so this is me officially holding my hands up. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I mean, they've come out better. I bet if I did it one more time, then maybe it would turn out even better. But, well, this segment is called Tricks and Treats, and this one was a trick. A big trick. I played on myself, and I can't do it. I've tried. If you've got any advice for me, comment down below as to what I'm doing wrong. But anyway, just a few hours of baking. At least I can eat them. They smell amazing, and I bet they're going to taste really nice. So I still get something to eat and some treat at the end, but yeah. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video or you had a laugh, please comment down below, give me a like. If you want to see more of this, please subscribe to my channel. I love you forever. If you want to see me when I'm not here, you can look for me on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. I will link all of those down below. But yeah, another tricks and treats segment down. This one was a bit of a trick. Hopefully the next one should go better. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. And I'll see you again soon. Bye.